And when I stop, what do I do?
You start rubbing him.
Good.
Until he stops.
Until he stops. And then we just hang out together. Okay, I'm going to go again. You ready?
Stop. No.
Good.
Yeah, stop.
You notice he's not bumping into me with his front end as much.
No.
Pretty nice improvement, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you don't have to start completely over.
I might not. It's pretty cool. It's a nice surprise, isn't it? But if I did have to start completely over, would that mean either one of us are bad?
No.
No. Would it mean either one of us were wrong?
No.
Awesome. Correct. Ready? Well, that was pretty cool.
Stop.
Good job, ladies. Now, would you say that, even though it was a lot shorter time, was that a pretty nice improvement?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to step back out in front of Sparky and let him just kind of gestate, kind of take a little recess break from our learning. Yeah? Let him hang out over there, because actually this is a big release of pressure. Notice I'm not standing next to him. Yes? We've established this is kind of recess in our teaching. Okay? Just keep that in your mind. You want to put your horse on recess? What do?
You give him space.
You give him space. Beautiful. All right. So, who wants to recap what they've learned so far today? Okay. Why don't you go first this time?
No. Well, you taught him that that you have to have personal space and that you have to have personal space. Find the words for it. And
It's your turn.
I don't know.
Okay, cool. Guess what? That's the most important thing. Overall, that's the most important thing. He's got to know you've got to have personal space because it makes you safe, doesn't it? Okay. So we added some things today, okay, about how we get that personal space. We use pressures, okay, and we have two distinct pressures. And we have two distinct categories we teach our horse in, okay? It's cool. What you remembered, that's all that matters. That right there will make you safe with the horse. Okay? Good job. Okay? And I'm proud of you. Okay? All right. You're next, Missy.
Okay. So I learned that if he pops your bubble, you need to get pressure on him, so he has to back up a little bit, so he doesn't pop your bubble. So if he pops your bubble, it could be dangerous.
Beautiful. Good job. Thank you for remembering that. It's very valuable. All right. Cool. Yes.
Alright, so I learned
Mm-hmm.
that you need personal space, and there are two categories of the pressure and release. They're called sensitizing and desensitizing.
Beautiful.
And pressure and release. Release is the only thing that teaches the horse.
Yes. All right. Beautiful. See how you all three learned something different? I love the accent thing. So much fun.
It's almost Australian, a little.
Almost. This little English-Australian cross.
Yeah, I heard a little English and then I thought of Australian.
You've been listening to Clinton. When his earliest version, he had a lot more of an accent than he does in the new series.
Oh, can you tell a difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been in the United States almost 22 years, 23 years now. So.
I was wondering how long he had been here.
Darn it. The accent was pretty cool to listen to.
Did he ever say why he came here?
He wanted a new opportunity in Australia. The place he wanted to be in horsemanship. Basically, you only earn it by being a much older man. Here
Okay.
we have a different sense of things, and he could build a business regardless of his age.
Yeah, that's true.
So we had opportunity. and
Well, I
we-
noticed that his mentors were older men.
Yes, both Australians, both really great, Australian men. So yes. All right, good job. Okay, so here's a couple of things that I want you to add to your information. Okay, we've got sensitization and desensitization. It was great. It was already brought up. Okay, but I want you to know, why do we sensitize and why do we desensitize?
So that, so desensitizing is so that he isn't scared of you and he doesn't move, and sensitizing is so that he does move and you want him to.
Nice. Beautiful. Very good. Cool. All right. And then we've got two kinds of pressures. What are they?
Pressure and release.
Okay, that's pressure and release. Those are the way we teach him. But we have two distinct pressures.
Driving and steady.
Okay, cool. Driving and steady. And what do we do with pressure? We predictably escalate the pressure and we release
The pressure for him to learn when he does what you want.
when he does what you want. You guys are getting sharp here. Very cool. All right. So, we're going to venture into some new territory. You guys want to play with me?
Sure.
So, here's my invitation. It is 9:54.
Already? Golly.
Things go by fast.
Yeah,
Like mine.
especially
So-
today.
So, are you guys full? Do you have enough information? No?
Well, teach us one more thing.
One more thing. Okay. You're done? You're cold?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I'll make it a quick thing. Okay? Quick thing. So, because we need to desensitize him, don't we? Because I've sensitized him, haven't I? But I haven't spent any time balancing it out, have I? Okay? So, first of all, okay, I want to desensitize him, but here's the thing. Should I stand right here to desensitize him?
No,
Why?
because you can't even like barely get the rope.
Correct? There's also another reason.
I don't know.
Well,
Because-
I'm kind of in a dangerous place if he took off running, aren't I?
Yeah.
If he's spooked, what's going to happen?
He's gonna run right into you.
He's going to ride right into me. If he's not happy with what I'm doing, what would he do with his mouth?
Bite you.
Bite me. Okay. So where's a better place to stand?
By his side,
By his side.
so he can't bite you.
Where by his side, though? Over here?
No, closer.
Okay, why closer?
Because then you can actually get the rope around him.
Nice. Okay. So is this closer?
No, a little back. A
Okay, but why is this not the right
Because
place?
there's not even any personal space.
There's no personal space. Good
And that won't
job.
teach him personal space.
All right. So
Right there.
is this right?
Yes.
It's pretty close. Okay, but I'm going to give you guys something to gauge it by. Okay? Because your size is different than my size, isn't it? So we want to be personal, don't we? So I want to be able to reach out and touch his shoulder with my lead rope hand. Okay? So you notice you guys might have to be a little closer to him than me. Okay? Because your personal space is a little different. The reason being is when I stand here and I can touch him on the shoulder, I'm far enough in front of him not to be
Kicked.
kicked. I'm far enough to the side of him not to be caught. And I'm far enough behind him to not be
Bitten.
bit. Okay. So this is where I can start this conversation. Okay? So, these are the things I want you to remember. I stand away from his shoulder, okay? Next to his shoulder, and arm's length away. Okay? Now I'm going to add something. I want you to remember those two facts. Okay? An arm's length away, next to his shoulder, but in a specific place. You guys have done, you know what a square is, yes?
Yes.
Square makes a box, yes? Okay, on the corner of the box, okay, that's what we call a 90-degree angle. Okay, so if I drew a corner of a box from here and the corner of the box from there, that would be a 90-degree angle, yes? It's the corner of the box. Now I want to stand, if that corner was sitting there, I want to stand right in the middle of that corner and arm's length away. Make sense? You saw a box on the floor and you stood right in the center
Of the corner.
of the corner,
With an arm's length away.
but an
from
arm's
the
length away. Okay? So two things I want you to remember. I want you to stand where?
In the middle of the corner with the arm's length away.
Yes, and this provides me what?
Safety.
Safety, because I am too far forward,
To not be kicked. Yeah, and too far and
far enough to the side not to be.
and far
far enough back to not be bitten.
Yeah.
Yes! Look, you learned a great thing. Okay, now I'm going to desensitize him. Oh. And I release when he does what when I'm desensitizing?
When he does what you want.
And what do I want?
For him to stay still.
calm.
Stand still and be calm. He did that, didn't he? Was that calmer than Monday when we did this?
Yeah.
Awesome!
He was
Good
like,
job, Sparky! Okay, well, I'm going to come over here. You guys understand, so I'm safe because I'm desensitizing. Where do I stand?
on that side or this side?
On this side.
So then you stand there and
Just anywhere? Where do I stand?
no, you stand right about here. No, here.
Okay, well, if I had my box,
Oh yeah, you have to have your box and stand in the middle of the corner
okay,
with an arm length away and touch his shoulder.
touch his shoulder. Okay, and what does this, why this position?
So then he can't kick you and he can't paw you and he can't bite you.
All right, and what should I do with my hand?
Put it out by his eye so
By his eye.
There.
Beautiful. See, you guys learned another thing. And then what do I do? I just move something, but what do I release for?
When he does what you want. So release.
Good job! Yeah, release, because he's doing what I want. Huh? Now, if he were to move, what do I have to do?
Keep on doing it.
And I have to stay in the same position.
Release.
Good job. Thank you. Great job, ladies. All right. So, I want you to think about the things you learned today. Okay? Just take a moment. Think about the things that I taught you today. Now, here's the thing. I want you to add them to the things you learned yesterday.
That's a lot.
It's kind of a lot, isn't it? Okay? But just take a moment. Think about the things you saw. And I'm going to put Sparky away, and then you're going to tell me what you learned yesterday. Okay? And add it to what you learned today. Because that's kind of what we're asking Sparky to do, right? So we should kind of take on what Sparky has to learn. You notice Sparky's becoming a really good student. Did you see what Sparky just did for me?
Backed away.
He backed away. I started talking. He went, oh, this is personal space time.
Good job, Sparky.
Good job, Sparky.